Have you ever walked out of a business meeting feeling like you completely misread the room or struggled to understand a colleague's true feelings? This experience is more common than you might think, especially when working across different cultures. Understanding these subtle cues is a superpower in today's global marketplace. Cultural differences profoundly shape how emotions are expressed, perceived, and even felt in business interactions. They dictate what emotions are acceptable to show, when they should be shown, and the intensity with which they are conveyed, directly impacting communication, rapport, and ultimately trust. The core reason for this lies in what social scientists call cultural display rules, which are learned norms that govern how individuals manage and modify their emotional expressions. For example, in many individualistic cultures, direct expression of feelings, whether positive or negative, might be seen as authentic and transparent. Conversely, in many collectivistic cultures, there is often a strong emphasis on maintaining group harmony and saving face, leading to more indirect or subdued emotional displays, particularly for negative emotions like anger or frustration. This means what one culture considers professional, another might interpret as overly emotional or entirely disengaged. To navigate these varied landscapes effectively, start by consciously observing the emotional norms of the specific culture you are engaging with. Pay close attention to nonverbal signals such as eye contact, gestures, and vocal tone, recognizing that their meanings can shift dramatically across borders. Always prioritize building rapport slowly and asking clarifying questions if you sense a disconnect, rather than making assumptions based on your own cultural programming. Moreover, develop your own emotional self-regulation, ensuring your reactions are measured and appropriate for the context. A fascinating aspect here is the concept of high-context versus low-context communication styles. High-context cultures relying heavily on implicit cues and shared understanding, where much of the emotional message is conveyed through context, body language, and silence. Low-context cultures, however, prioritize explicit verbal communication, expecting emotions to be directly stated. Recognizing this distinction helps you decode not just what is said, but also what is felt and truly meant, without relying solely on spoken words. This nuanced understanding moves you beyond surface-level interactions to truly connect. By actively learning and adapting to the diverse ways emotions are expressed globally, you will not only avoid costly misunderstandings but also forge stronger relationships, build deeper trust, and unlock greater success in your international business ventures. It is about moving from simply reacting to actively understanding, creating bridges where cultural differences might otherwise build walls.